Okay. Well, hi. It's nice to see you today. And you're smiling. So you've been working hard trying to come up with some things that you want to do as far as goals? Okay. Well, wow. That's amazing. It's nice to see you so motivated. Yeah. Okay, so you've shared a lot with me over the last couple of weeks on issues that you've been having some trouble with. So today I would like to talk to you about maybe starting to develop some goals toward working toward those problems. Okay. So let's review some things. Okay. So over the past couple of weeks, we've talked about, you've shared with me areas of your life where you said that your family was concerned and that they thought that you needed some help. Um, you said that your husband tells you that you're not the same person that you used to be. You said some days you feel like you can't get out of bed, and other days it's just all you can do to make it through the day. Um, you turn to drinking to use as coping when things aren't going well. Um, you told me that you wished you were this old person that you used to be. Um, One of the areas that I thought really stuck out to me was when you were telling me about how you aren't able to go to your kids' activities. You have a tough time getting to them. Is that a major concern for you? Yeah, you feel a lot of guilt. Okay. Okay. Um, you told me you have some troubles at work. Um, you told me that you were think that you need to change some things, but you're afraid to, or you're scared. Um, and that if you stop drinking, you're afraid that you won't know how else to cope. That's another area that I thought was kind of stuck out. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that means to you as far as not having other ways to cope without drinking? Okay, would you be willing to try some other avenues? You would, okay. Okay, sure. Good, okay. Okay, another area, you said that you don't want things to stay the same, but you don't know what to do. So if we can come up with some other ideas on ways that you can start to turn things around and start changing things positive in a positive way, would that be something that you'd be interested in trying? Okay. Okay. Sure. Okay. All right. Well, let's start with the first goal that I've come up with, okay? So we need these goals to be um, measurable, um, meaning, we want them to be short-term goals, something that we can um, base your progress, changes on in a realistic, time frame. So let's say we'll start out with maybe 90 days, 3 months. We'll set everything for 3 months, and I can meet with you weekly, and we'll talk over your progress that you're making, any changes that you see or your family notices, and any relapses, as far as going backwards or feeling like you're not progressing quick enough, or some other areas that we can go back and look at. Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we want these goals to be specific, um, we want them to be measurable, and we want them to be realistic. We don't want to set you up to fail. We want you to have realistic goals, things that you know that are achievable. Okay. Okay, so the first one I was thinking about, as far as your kids, how would you feel if we set a goal for you to attend one of your children's activities when they're scheduled? So it wouldn't have to be a weekly event, but so your kids are in a lot of different school activities. So, okay. All right, so you could attend one when one was scheduled, whether it be weekly, every couple weeks, once a month. Um, so we'll set that as a goal. That sounds like something you would like. Okay. All right. The second goal that I thought about was maybe possibly you go into an AA meeting once a week. Yeah. You've talked to people who were members? Okay. Yeah. So you think by going to these AA meetings you'll find support and meet other people who can identify with what you're going through? You do? You believe in a higher power? Okay, so you have faith in your family? Okay. And you don't want your drinking to get worse? Well, that's great. Sure. This is a really good goal. And it's also measurable and it's realistic. Yeah. Okay. So we'll do one AA meeting a week. And the third goal that I would like to see, especially now that you told me that you have faith in your family and you believe in a higher power, how would you feel about you and your family going back to church or going to church? Have you ever gone to church as a family? You have? Okay. And God used to be a big part in in your lives. Okay, and you don't know what happened. What sounds like that's been a huge void in your life for a while. Okay, so you would consider going back to church as a family with your husband and kids? Okay, great. All right. Okay. So I can see how important your marriage and your family and your faith is important to you. Have you shared these goals? Have you talked to your family about what you would like to change? You have, and how does your family feel about all this? They're very supportive. And how do you feel about it? Nervous but excited? Okay. Well, those go together, right? Oh, okay, and your husband said he will continue to cook the meals through the week, and he's asking you to cook your Sunday dinners. Okay, and what are your thoughts about this? You told him you were willing to give it a shot. Well, good for you. Good for you. You're showing some motivation. Yeah, that's wonderful. Okay, so let's see. All right, let's go back over. The first goal is that you will attend one of your children's activities when they're scheduled. Your second goal, you will attend one AA meeting weekly. And your third goal was that you will go to church as a family on Sundays. Oh, you'd like to tell me about a fourth goal? Okay, sure. Please share it with me. Really? So you want to decrease your drinking when you feel like you're stressed and you can't cope, and you want to start taking a walk daily. Well, good for you. So turning coping with alcohol into exercise is such a positive direction. Yeah, I support you in all that you've shared with me, and I'll engage with you during our weekly sessions to monitor your progress. I'll offer you support, and we can discuss any setbacks for possible alternative. How's that sound? Okay, so once again, your goals are you're going to attend your children's school activities whenever they're scheduled, and the objective for that goal will be that you'll be there as their mom, and show them your love and support. The responsibility of being a mother, a parent, right? Yeah, and you can get that relationship back that you feel like you've been neglecting for a while. Awesome. Okay. The second goal, you will attend AA meetings weekly, and the objective for that will be to gain support and learn from others how to avoid drinking, to surrender to the, I don't want to say the addiction, but, surrender to your weakness maybe, and you can surrender your problems to God. And then your third goal will be attending church weekly with your family. The objective there would be to let God back in your life and to honor his guidance and love. And your fourth goal, yes, the one that you chose, would be to take a walk when things get bad instead of drinking. And I guess that objective would be to use healthy coping skills. So I can see that the steps that you've made took a lot of courage and consideration. Well, good for you. Okay. Well, we'll talk more about this next week, and I look forward to hearing what you have to tell me. Okay. Thank you. Sure. It was nice seeing you too. All right. Have a good week. Bye.